This full moon is all about pushing through blocks and any kind of stagnant energy to help with self-empowerment and movement forward. This could bring up a lot of frustrations and fears and anxieties. So it's incredibly important, if you are feeling those, to give yourself some extra love and kindness. And the more that you take action, the better you will feel. Hi, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate it. Before I start this reading, I was getting a song channeled to me, and it is the song, I'm just not that good of a singer, or maybe I am and I just don't like singing in front of people. So it's like, how do I say goodbye to someone who has been there for my whole damn life? It's that song. It's not an old song, it's a newer song. I wish I could remember who sings it or what it's called, but I do not. So with that song, it talks about like being sad because you lost somebody, and for me, it's like somebody that's been there for your whole life. So it could be family, or that could be a close friend that you've known since you're a little baby. For whoever this resonates with, I just want to send out condolences and so much love to you. Okay, so this is a full moon reading, full moon in June reading. What lesson are you learning at this time? What lesson are you moving through? The June full moon. What lesson? Beauty. It's interesting. Beauty came out and I heard pride. And it doesn't feel like LGBT community, which I fully love and support. It feels more like the emotion of pride. Interesting. And resistance. Interesting. And then I just heard the health of the matter. There's another video that I did where it's just reminding me of that one. I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of the ones that I just did, like in this zodiac slot, where it was the heart of the matter, but this is the health of the matter. So you might resonate with that other video. I can't remember which one it is. The health of the matter. I think it's within the last 4 or 5 videos I did before this one. But the health of the matter, beauty and pride, resistance, and the health of the matter. Can I get... no, I'm not feeling that. Okay. What area of life is this coming into? You might be resisting something out of pride, and it might be making something feel unhealthy. Or this could have to do with physical health. I am not a physician. I have no advice to give on physical health. Talk to your healthcare provider for that. I'm just feeling out what the messages are. Okay, what area of life is this pertaining to? Delight. We got beauty and delight. Okay, what is going on? Freedom. And I feel one more. Surrender. Okay. Got a frog in my throat. Maybe you're actually having a hard time using your voice, because I feel like my voice has been really wonky since I started this video. And it's actually like bothering me more and more as I go. And I'm not sick whatsoever. So it's like, what is going on? What is going on? So let's get some clarifiers here. I'm very curious. Can I get a clarifier for beauty? Can I get a clarifier for beauty, please, Spirit? Can I get a clarifier for beauty? King of Cups and Ten of Swords. So there might be something that came to an end. So I'm just going to read what I feel from this, because it feels even more different from this. So this could be something that came to a painful end with somebody. So that's just like a message all on its own. And you might be having a really hard time with letting go. You might be having a really hard time letting go. Because we have surrender and freedom and resistance and delight. Delight, it's got a really interesting vibe, this one. I feel sadness with it. So you might be coming or have experienced an end, a painful end. And maybe you really liked it. Maybe you really enjoyed it. Maybe it did bring you a lot of delight and now it's coming to a close. Can I get a clarifier for delight? That's kind of hurting, so I'm just going to let that come out. King of Pentacles. So it feels like you have two kings here. And these feel like energies outside of you. So you might be dealing with a couple of people and a situation that you might have had some resistance with the ending, or something to do with the ending and resistance. And that delight, it feels like it feels sad to me. It feels really sad to me. Can I get another clarifier for delight? And the Knight of Cups. And I was just going to say, there's things that are ending, but there's something else that is beginning. And it's going to take you to surrender whatever this situation is, and I'm not even going to try to get like a story on this or anything, because this feels a little bit more intricate than like a lot of things. And it also feels like very like an onion, like multi-layered for many. So like if you resonate with part of the message and not the other part of the message, follow your own intuition with that. Follow with what resonates for you. But it does feel like this resistance is something that is really difficult for you right now. And it's in areas that you need to surrender and to go with the flow. And it feels like whatever situation that ended or is ending, it feels like truly deep down you're craving freedom anyways. And you're wanting, like we have the horse and we have the like boy on the horse and then a man on the horse. It just feels like allowing yourself to surrender and move forward and embrace that freedom. It's like there's more emotionally fulfilling experiences with that. And things might have ended with a situation that when I look at the King of Cups, I feel love. And there might have been a painful ending in regards to love. So this could be a relationship reading. I'm kind of getting that vibe. It could be friendship, could be familyship, it could be career as well. Something that ended career-wise and the need to surrender and to move your emotions into something new. Because I feel two things with the delight. One is it didn't flower like how it looks like this. It feels like that's what I tried to get it to do and it didn't. And I tried and it didn't. And then with others, it feels like I had this and now I have to walk away from this and I don't want to. I don't want to. And that could be the resistance. And I do feel a lot of pride energy with that. It's a very interesting reading. It's very onion layer, very, very oniony. Can I get a clarifier for freedom? Eight of Pentacles, like you got two Pentacles here. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Like it could be relationship and job. It could be both of those things. And it's like something didn't come to fruition. And now it's like embracing, like letting go of resistance, letting go of pride, embracing freedom and surrendering to a new flow. But that freedom and the Eight of Pentacles, like the Eight of Pentacles is the energy of somebody who spends a lot of time working at something again and again and again and again, getting up and working, going to sleep, getting up and working, going to sleep, getting, etc. And it's like the freedom from that. It's like that's what you crave. And that's where the lesson is. It's like looking at the reason why, what you are craving, what the blocks are. Because the blocks are your resistance to the surrender and to new experiences, but your pride is somewhere in there. Maybe your pride got hurt. maybe your pride got hurt. But it's like this card just continuously feels really sad to me, and it's the card of delight. So I'm just like, what? Can I get a card for surrender? Yeah, 10 of Wands. It was just so heavy and hard and exhausting, and you might even feel like this right now. To be honest, that's kind of what I'm getting right now. And it's like the resistance is making you feel exhausted, and you're carrying so much on your shoulders that you can't even see the way forward. And you can't see the way forward, and you might be doing this so that you don't have to deal with like the health of the matter or your pride. But it feels like surrender is really important here. It's like putting down the 10 of Wands, healing from what hurt you, and accepting that something is over, because the 10 is completion. It's over. It's done. It says failure, defeat, backstabbing. Sure, that could be a part of it, but I'm feeling more like putting a lot of love energy in towards something and it not working out. And either a big disappointment that what you wanted to grow didn't work out, or a big disappointment that part of it did, and you're going to be leaving it. You might even be needing to walk away from a community, because we have like all these people that are right here. And the resistance is there for a reason, and feelings are absolutely a part of it. But it's like your soul really craves that freedom, really craves like a little bit of a lighterness and a surrender, and putting down what's heavy and hard and hurt and pain. And like the swords can be really sharp. And that's hard for you because you've really worked at it. You've really put a lot of time into it. 8 of Pentacles. This could be like years. I'm kind of feeling years. Could be 8 years, could be 10 years. And these felt, oh, no, I'm not feeling them. Yeah, see, bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. It's like the energy that you put in towards this that's coming to an ending, that you're resisting. And it's coming to an ending because it was too, like, it was too heavy. You were carrying such a heavy load. And then with the 5 of Pentacles, it's like the energy of lack, not being enough, insecure, not feeling good enough, feeling left out in the cold. So it's interesting, like that's kind of how I feel with this card. It's like feeling left out. And then with this one, it's like the card looks like being involved and a part of everything. And it feels like this is the experience that came from it. And you were wanting or expecting this, or you were wanting or expecting this to stay. And it doesn't feel like it is. And this could be really, actually this sounds quite painful. I'm going to put the 5 there. 8 of Swords right after the 5 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords is the energy of kind of avoiding seeing the truth and not wanting to take, how do I put that gently? Not wanting to take accountability to get out of a situation, Because like the Eight of Swords is somebody who's tied up and surrounded by swords, but they're not actually tied up. They're holding the rope that's tied them up. They are the ones who tied themselves up. So it's like you don't want to see that. That's really hard for you to see, and that's creating the resistance, and that's where the pride is. But it feels like your soul and your heart just want to surrender and feel free and want more loving experiences again, and releasing something. Like it feels very difficult. And this is the lesson that you're moving through, is this situation. And let's pull. What lesson have you learned already that can help you move through this, that you can hone in on? Spiritual awakening, avoidance and intimidation. And we have the frog at the bottom. Cleansing relief. The spiritual awakening, shedding old skin is necessary, and that's very much so what it feels like surrendering. Surrendering what you thought was. Letting go of what is heavy so that you can embrace lighter energies. And shedding old skin, like looking at where does your pride play a role in this? Where did your pride try to keep you safe, but interfered and may have been a part of these endings and these difficulties? It feels like the need to look at that and to cleanse it, purification, emotional expression. I'm actually getting stuff from that. Water, cry, release, journey of grief. But it feels like sometimes parts of us pop up that we didn't even know was there, and they can kind of wreak a little bit of havoc. And when they do that, sometimes we might want to avoid that happened, or act like it didn't happen, because I'm just getting that Eight of Swords again. Act like it didn't happen or it's not happening. And it's just creating a very difficult situation to prolong itself. But sometimes the need to look at the role that we play, not in a way to give ourselves, not in a way to beat ourselves up, but in a way that we can grow from. In a way that we can utilize that lesson to grow and get stronger. Because when you see an aspect of yourself that might be there to protect you, but it's kind of being projected out in a negative way, like what a blessing it is to be able to go through that and release it, heal it, and to take the time that you need to move through that. Because with the Knight of Cups, I do feel like, I kind of feel like this is your energy. And I also kind of feel like it's the energy of somebody else. So it's like, if it just feels like you really poured your heart into something that it just didn't, you know? And then we have avoidance, intimidated, a formidable obstacle or opponent, giving something too much power. So it could have been you pouring your heart into a situation that wasn't, I just heard dividends, wasn't adding up. That's interesting. Wasn't adding up. And it made you feel a lot of lack of energy, need, poverty, low resources, hardship. It might have you might be avoiding the lesson in this, or avoidance was something that happened that created this. I don't know. Whatever resonates with you, but it does feel like surrendering is the most important lesson with this. And sorting through your own obstacles, your own roles, taking accountability, letting go of what doesn't belong on your shoulders. And pouring love into yourself, like with the deer, like it feels like tenderness and self-care and self-love. We go through beginnings and endings a bunch of times throughout our whole lives. It's okay. It's okay, Taurus. See, now I'm feeling that's a weird feeling. It felt like somebody punched me in the chest. Oh, that was awful. And I was starting to feel a little bit better. And then when I went to close this, it was like a punch in the chest. Whew. That was wild. I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting the energy of anxiety. This resistance might be creating a heightened amount of anxiety. Please know that throughout all of this, you are loved, you are enough. Lessons aren't always easy. This is a big one. You're going to be okay. And you are learning or have learned a lot. It feels like you are learning a lot. And it feels like what you are learning is self-empowerment, self-love, and self-care. Self-care. And how projections are playing a role in your outer world. Your inner projections playing a role in your outer world that can help you with with moving forward. Okay, Taurus. 28 minutes. Okay, so that is all I have for you. I send you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. And at the end of this video, as my thank you, I have included my Archangel Michael energy clearing as, well, I think I already said it, as a thank you. You can call it a mantra, you can call it a prayer or a saying. I just call it an Archangel Michael energy clearing. And I use it all the time, every day. It's incredibly helpful. It helps my body feel lighter. It helps my mind feel more clear. And it it's just played a really big, important, beautiful role in my spiritual journey. So I wanted to share that. Okay. So much love. See you next time. Bye, Taurus. I lovingly and gratefully call upon Archangel Michael. 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 I ask you, please, Archangel Michael, to cut, clear, and remove any and all energies, energy cords, or energy attachments from anyone or anything, and to send it lovingly back to the original owners. And if it cannot go there for their highest good, then for it to be placed somewhere safe within the universe, where it cannot do any harm, or be safely transmuted into light and love. I ask you, please, Archangel Michael, to cut, clear, and remove any and all energies, energy cords, or energy attachments or vibrations from anyone or anything, and to send it lovingly back to the original owners. And if it cannot go there for their highest good, then for it to be placed somewhere safe within the universe, where it can do no harm, or be safely transmuted into light and love. I ask you, please, Archangel Michael, to cut, clear, and remove any and all energies, energy cords, or energy attachments from anyone or anything, and to send it lovingly back to the original owners. And if it cannot go there for their highest good, then for it to be placed somewhere safe within the universe, where it could do no harm, or be safely transmuted into light and love. I ask you, please, Archangel Michael, for this to be for anybody who watches this video at any time that they feel the need to call upon you to help clear their energies. I thank you so much, Archangel Michael. I love you.